Good afternoon, my name is Abraham, and today I'm going to be teaching you about cockpit drill. Cockpit drill is the first lesson that I teach when I have my first student who have never learned how to drive before. So cockpit drill means that the things that you should know when you get in the car. The first thing you can see here is the door. Make sure that the door is shut. And when you open the door, there's a light that comes on in the car, and when you shut the door, then that light goes off. So that's the first thing you do. Make sure the door is shut. The second thing is the handbrake. Make sure that the handbrake is up so that the car cannot move or roll forward or backward, because sometimes when you sit in the car and there's a bit of a hill, that weight will make the car roll forward or backwards. Then the next thing is the seat. Make sure you set the seat properly. As you can see here, make sure the headrest is set properly. You must make sure that the headrest is the middle of it is at the top of the ear, and there is a settings here on this headrest to make it properly set. And make sure that your controls on the seats at the bottom here can be able to move forward and move backward. What I normally use is a clutch. When you press the clutch all the way in, you should have a little bend, as you can see here. When the clutch is all pressed in, the clutch is the left pedal in the car, then you can pull the seat forward so that you have a little bend on the seat. Then to move it up and down, there's a lever where you pump it up so that you can be well in level, not too high, not too low, so that you can be able to see in front. Steering, you must make sure your hand is not too far from the steering. We use the wrist. The wrist should be at the top here of the steering so that you can be able not to be too far or too close to the steering wheel. Seatbelt is the responsibility of the driver to make sure anybody who is under the age of 14 years, they have seatbelt. That's the legal requirement. And also the people who are over 14 years of age, everybody, you should insist they wear the seatbelt because of safety. When you have emergency braking, or you have an accident and you don't have a seatbelt, you're going to be thrown off the windscreen here. The last one is the mirrors. The mirrors, we have three mirrors: the central mirror, which is the one in the middle, and the left mirror, which is on my left side, wing mirror, and the right wing mirror, which is on my right side. Every car got different settings on the mirrors, so whichever test settings that you have, you must make sure at the closest side of the mirror towards you is seeing the back of the car, the little back of the car. That is the side end of the car, both sides. Then the middle one, you must see the whole frame of the back window and the top of the headrest. And the central mirror is the one that shows you the real picture of the vehicle behind. And the side ones, they show you what is on the left side and what is on the right side. That is how you do the cockpit drill. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the hand control. Hand control, I am going to show you on the steering itself. Here, I'm going to put my book away. This is the steering wheel. So you must hold the steering here. See this, there is a little bit of a dent here. Put your thumb there and hold it round. You don't grip it, you hold it nice and light. And both sides, that's how you hold it. To steer, you push, then pull. You push, then pull. You push, then pull. We don't want to cross our arms like this, because in case of an accident or when you brake, then these arms will come and hit you on your forehead, and you can actually kill yourself for that. So when you're holding the steering like this, in case of an accident, you brake very quickly, then your hands will go on your side, so it's not gonna be able to hit your head. So every time you're steering, you push and pull. I'll show you when we start driving how you do that. The next thing, as I said, is about the handbrake. The handbrake is this one here. When we start driving, I'll show you how to do the handbrake. You press this little lever here, then you move it up a little bit, then you push it all the way down to release the handbrake. You don't release the handbrake until you are ready to move. Then the next thing is the signals. They are on your side here, on your side here. So when you're clicking, you just stretch your hands a little bit and click it down or click it up. That's the way you do it when you're doing the signals. The next one we're going to talk about is the gears. This is the gear stick, and you have to press the clutch all the way in so that you change the gear. If you don't press the clutch in, you can't put the gears on when the car is running. But when the car is not running, you can be able to switch the gear. When you're doing first gear, you have to palm on your left. The way you see the way I'm twisting my hand, you push it all the way to the left, then you push it forward. That is first gear. Second gear, you push it all the way to the left, push it down. That gear, you push it in the middle, then let it go. It goes all the way to the middle, then push it forward. Then fourth gear, you push it all the way down. Fifth gear, push it to the middle, then push it all the way away from you, then up. That is how you do the gears. Thank you very much. Okay, now we're gonna talk about a foot control. Our foot control, we have accelerator, and we have the brakes, and we have the clutch. The accelerator, which I call the gas, because accelerator is such a long word for me. So the gas is the right one. You see the right pedal here, and this one, the middle one, is the brakes, and the left one is the clutch. As you can see, I'm pressing the gas with the right foot, and the brakes with the right foot, and the clutch with the left foot. So that is the way it goes. The gas is for making the car go forward, of course. The brakes is for braking and stopping the car, and the clutch is used for changing gears. The clutch is the only pedal that you press all the way in so that you can be able to change the gears. The brakes, you press it with a pound coin width. That is very little. I'll show you how the pound coin width means. And the gas, you also press it with a pound coin width. The clutch, you press it in all the way, but when you're releasing it, when you put the gear to the first, you have to release it with a pound coin width. That is very slowly to the biting point. When you get to the biting point, you're gonna hold it there. And when you hold it there, after you have done everything else and you're ready to go, that's when you release it slowly, and the car will start moving. So that is all about the foot control. I'll talk more about the brakes a little bit. So when you just put your foot on top of the brakes, the brake light comes on. It's called a brake slack, which means you're gonna have given the information of the people behind that you are just about to start braking. Thank you very much for watching the cockpit drills and how to handle the steering and the gears. Next video I'm going to be making about moving off and stopping. A lot of people don't understand how to move off safely and how to stop safely. Next one.